What's good, Wizards fans? Another day, another dollar, another day, another win. We needed that bad. And Hachimura with the dagger in the clutch. I mean, wow. The stadium was electric. I mean, it was a crazy game. We had the fan come out of nowhere, try to shoot a shot. I don't know what this guy was doing, but the security guard came out there and tackled him. Ron Rivera was at the game, so you know Ron Rivera's probably doing his scouting. He might bring that guy in for a workout. We'll see what happens. But Bradley Beal stepped up. Bertans had a good game tonight. He actually had a decent game. Gafford was incredible. Robin Lopez was incredible tonight too with the hook shot. Captain Hook. Who else was balling out? Russ with a triple double. He was 3 for 19 from the field, which is pretty darn bad. He just couldn't get the shot going. But the other things he did, getting guys involved, assists, rebounding the ball, clutch free throws down the stretch, playing hard defensively, poking the ball out, getting some steals here and there. It was a back and forth game. Now, I'm not going to lie. Joel Embiid leaving the game, getting hurt with knee soreness. I'm not going to lie that didn't affect the game. It definitely did give us a better chance to win with the potential MVP getting hurt. I hope a speedy recovery for that guy. I never wish any injury on him, but him being out definitely did help us out. Davis Bertans being out, that did hurt us. But we stepped up, we persevered, guys. Raul Neto was a big piece tonight too. It was just a collective effort. In the first half, Russ and Bill, they struggled shooting the basketball, and other guys stepped up. Bertans, Gafford had a couple big blocks on Dwight Howard. He was sunning Dwight Howard. That was his son tonight, basically. Had a couple putback dunks and finishing on Dwight Howard, blocking his shot. And Scott Brooks, he decided to really coach with his back against the wall. Him on the ropes, he decided to change the lineup, putting Gafford in as a starter, Bertans as a starter. Just a little too late, but Ben Simmons came in the clutch. Shout out to Ben Simmons for missing all those free throws. He came in the clutch for us tonight. Ben Simmons, I got to look at how bad he was from the free throw line. It was just incredible how bad he was. And for him to be a leader on that team and to just be an all-star or all-NBA player, for him to go 5 for 11 from the free throw line, that's awful. That's putrid. He's a liability. It's to the point where Doc Rivers might have had to sit this guy down because he's killing you right now. He was killing the 76ers from the free throw line. Before that game, or before the last game, he was 0 for 10 from the line. He might have been 0 for 10 from the line before game 4 tonight. That's how bad Ben Simmons was. I mean, any of us could probably go out there and at least make 1 or 2 free throws out of 10. I mean, that's how bad this man was. And he's supposed to be the leader of the team, getting the max deal. You cannot be that bad, but I love it. Ben Simmons tonight, he had 13 points, 12 boards, still had a double-double and played really well. We got him in foul trouble, too. That was huge. Him having 5 fouls, that was huge. Joel Embiid being out, Ben Simmons being out. I thought we should have won this game by a little bit more. We should have put the nail in the coffin, been more aggressive. We didn't rebound the ball well. There were some terrible calls down the rough. I hate that challenge by Doc Rivers that he won. I thought that was a terrible call. I think Danny Green poked the ball, but he hit Bradley Beal's wrists, and Russell Westbrook did that same play in the first half, but they immediately called a foul. We didn't challenge it, but they called a foul. I thought it was ridiculous. Russell Westbrook, that putback dunk, the energy was just contagious tonight. That putback dunk in the first half, that was incredible. That was another ridiculous play tonight. So I'm going to look at some numbers here. Rui Hachimura was 8 for 12 from the field. 20 points and 13 boards. Rui really holds the key to the city, honestly. I mean, Bradley Beal already has the key to the city. Russ, they have the keys to the city. But honestly, what I'm saying is for this franchise to take the next step and take this next leap in the developmental process, we need Rui to develop and get better. We don't have the money or the bread to spread around and get big name guys. Everybody's like, okay, let's get DeMar DeRozan. Let's get this big name free agent here. We don't have the money to do things like that. We're already paying Brad a max contract. We're paying Russell Westbrook a max contract. That's really, I think, a super max. I think in 2 years it kicks up to $44.7 million in 2023. So his contract is going to be even crazier. Then we're going to have to pay Brad again after the 2022 season. He has a player option, so he can opt in to be one of the highest paid players ever in the history of basketball. So when we're paying Russ and Brad in 2 years $44 million, and then possibly Bradley Beal $50 million per year, we just don't have a lot of money to spend. We don't have that money for another third star, to be honest here with you, or take a bargain deal. to come to DC. So it's like, you know, if we want another star, they probably have to take a bargain deal. They probably still get a good amount of money because you look at Bertans, he's getting 16 million per year for 80 mil, 5 years over 80 million dollars over 5 years. And then after those three guys are getting paid, Russ, Brad, and Bertans, the money gets real tight. That's why we're signing Robin Lopez, Raul Neto, and Anthony Gill and guys like that in free agency, because the money's real tight. So that's what I'm getting at. The development of Rui Hachimura is huge right now. Our draft picks have to hit. We don't have the money to spend on free agents. Our draft picks like Denny Avdia, he's gonna have to hit. He's gonna have to develop and become a star or a legitimate starter. And we need a guy like Rui just to develop into a star. If we want to contend for a championship or even getting past the second round, he just has to become that guy. And that dunk on Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris has been getting the best of Rui this whole series. And finally, Rui stepped up and got the best of Tobias tonight with that dunk where he yelled and he got a tech. And so you don't give a tech to Joel Embiid, who's humping the air doing the WWE thing, but you give a tech to Rui Hachimura, who dunks on somebody and yells in his face. This is basketball. This just shows you how soft the NBA has gotten, and that's ridiculous. So let's go over the numbers tonight. Rui Hachimura, 20 points, 13 boards. Bertans, 15 points, 4 boards. Gafford, 12 points and 4 rebounds and 5 blocks. That's 5 blocks. Wow. I mean, this guy is just a rim protector, man. Just the long arm and the law. Gafford is just a defensive. He just stifles guys defensively. That's why I love Gafford. I'm so happy he started tonight. But he did pick up 2 quick fouls on Joel Embiid. Then, Embiid went out. He got a whole bunch of blocks. He was +9 tonight. Russell Westbrook, 19 points, 14 assists, and 21 rebounds. Just ridiculous. Video game numbers, just ridiculous. 13 for 16 from the free throw line, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. So 3 for 19 from the field. I don't know the percentage on that, but 3 for 19 from the field is putrid. That is nasty. I mean, that's nasty numbers. 3 for 19 from the field. But it is what it is. Russ he gets the job done. He's a winner. That's what he is. He's a winner. He's a winner. And that's what he makes winning plays. Had 2 steals tonight. Bradley Beal, 27 points. Was +8, 4 assists, and 2 blocks tonight. He had 7 turnovers. That's the thing with Brad and Russ. They had way too many turnovers. There was times where Bradley Beal was dribbling the basketball off of his foot, turning the ball over, casual with the basketball, then poking the ball out, trying to split double teams, dribbling the ball off of other guys' feet and stuff like that. It can't happen. You're too good for you're an all NBA player. You're an all-star player. You're a max deal player. And you're basically the face of the franchise. And you just cannot have 7 turnovers. You just can't do it. It's killing the team. 7 for 8 from the free throw line, 2 for 5 from the 3-point line. Played pretty well. He had a heck of a game. He had a heck of a game tonight. Robin Lopez had 16 points, 8 for 11 from the field. I mean, Captain Hookshot, Kareem Abdul-Lopez was incredible tonight. I mean, 5 boards, 2 blocks. He had a huge block on Embiid where Embiid ended up getting hurt. He hit the floor pretty hard. That was Robin Lopez with the block right there. Alex Len, 0 points in 1 minute. He didn't get a lot of playing time tonight at all, barely played. Ish Smith had 2 points, was +9. His defense was really good tonight on Tobias Harris. Had a couple of steals out there. Just his energy was contagious. Just a scrappy player. Ish Smith is just scrappy. He changes the pace. Super fast up and down the court. One of the fastest point guards in the NBA, if not the fastest, if not the quickest in the NBA. Ish Smith he played his butt off tonight, just being scrappy, diving on the floor, 50-50 balls, stuff like that. So you gotta love Ish Smith coming off the bench. Raul Neto was great tonight. He got hurt, came back in the game, played pretty well. 11 points +8, 3 rebounds, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, 3 for 6 from the field, and hit a 3-pointer tonight. Isak Bonga did get in the game, had 0 points and had an air ball right before the buzzer. So Chandler Hutchinson did not play, Cassius Winston did not play, and Garrison Matthews did not play. Overall, I thought this was a solid game. You got to take advantage of Ben Simmons being in foul trouble, and of course, Embiid getting hurt. So we'll see if he's available for Game 5. If he is, we got to step up to the challenge. If he's not, then that's a game we definitely should win in Philly, in my opinion. Now, this guy named Furkan Korkmaz, he came in and cooked us. I remember watching him in the summer league, and he played really, really well. But we cannot let stuff like that happen. We have to lock in on those guys like Korkmaz and Tyrese Maxey. They came off the bench and kicked our butts tonight. Those guys did step up in the absence Ben Simmons being on the bench with foul trouble, and also Joel Embiid. Mike Scott had to play some minutes too, so they had to go pretty deep on their bench tonight. So those guys can play, man. George Hill, all those guys, respect to those guys coming off the bench. They can come in and contribute and get big minutes and play well. There's not too much of a drop off. So yeah, tonight I got to give Scott Brooks his credit with the hack of Simmons, with the hack of Ben Simmons. I gotta give Scotty his credit. You know, he was coaching with his back against the wall. He knows his job is on the line. So I'll look at the team stats here and then I'll get up out of here. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. You know, shout out to the troops, man. Appreciate them. Salute to them. You know, sacrificing their lives and everything. So salute to the troops. Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. Any stats that really stood out to me tonight? We had 42 free throws tonight, so we got to the line pretty well. We out-rebounded the Sixers 57-48. That's pretty good. Had more assists than the Sixers, 24-21. 21 fast break points. Russ looked up to Rui a couple times for some easy dunks. Those were some big plays where Russ just has that vision. He gets the ball. He's just pushing the ball, and that's what we need. We got to push the pace. We got to run. We were ranked the first team in pace. So I love that too. 12 blocks tonight. I love it. Playing defense. I love it. And that's it, man. So we'll see what happens in game 5, man. Hopefully no fans in Philly go too crazy. You know how they do. We just got to be ready, man. It's going to be full capacity in Philly. That's what I heard. So it's going to be rowdy. It's going to be lit. There was a lot of Philly fans in D.C., but we got them up out of there with this win tonight. So everybody enjoy the dub, man. Shout out to Rui with the dagger. All right, y'all. Hell to the Wizards. Peace.